Hi everyone. It's 6:31 in the morning, so I'm in the dark, sort of, kind of. Anyway, I wanted to update all of you about Patti. She's home, healing up, doing well. She said this mastectomy wasn't nearly as difficult as the other mastectomy, and so she's healing up. She's doing good. This time she only has one drain in. Last time she had two. This time she had swelling and everything, and this time she doesn't. So I've got a caregiver set up for her around the clock, and they're all taking very, very good care of her. Spoiler rotten, she deserves it all, and I'm able. That enables me to be able to rest up and recoup because I'm just like an emotion sponge. I absorb everything. And so I did want to let you know she sends her thank yous for all the prayers and for the two people that have donated to the GoFundMe, which you can find that down the playlist somewhere. Patti's Health Journey. I think there's a link to a GoFundMe there. You can help out. We're still trying to replace her mattress and get some debt paid off. And so if you could help with that, that'd be great. Or there's a way to do it below. I am her power of attorney, so anything you send to me will go to her. And so, but she's doing good. She's got good color. She's not pale or gray or anything like that. She's still doing her heart infusions every day. So before surgery, uh, the anesthesiologist came in, and he was a specialized cardiac anesthesiologist because of that melatonin or whatever. Anyway, the heart medicine. And he said the pulmonary guy put her about 15% risk of having like throat infection or some kind of adverse thing about the anesthesia, but the heart specialist had put her at high risk for this surgery because she is in heart failure. She's in class D, level 3 heart failure. And so that was the tricky part. And so he did want to say that, he did want to make sure she understood that. And that really was the scariest part for all of us because we didn't know how that would go. And she was already saying, well, if I see the white light, I'm going to just say, all right, I'm like, you're not going to do nothing. You ain't going nowhere, y'all. We ain't even talking about that. So you see that white light, it's a freaking train, and you move out the way. None of that stuff. But when she woke up, she opens her eyes and she goes, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. And it was, oh my God, I started crying. And so she was, if you look back on the video that has the pink background and it says friendship, compassion, friends in a car. If you look back at the very opening statement by her in that video, she's telling the doctor how scared she is that she's going to die on the table. And that was a very candid moment. So she's not. She didn't. And we've got her. So she's doing great. I love her so much. And she's got great caregivers. Let me tell you who they are. Well, you all know Denise because Denise takes me shopping and you see Denise in videos and stuff. So there's Denise. And then there's Crystal and Tequila. It's not spelled like the booze. I think it's Tekilia, something like that. But anyway, she's fantastic. And between the three of them, they're taking care of Patti 24/7. And it's a wonderful thing to see. So, you know, this hurdle's over. Well, we go back for a follow-up on the 27th of the month. And if he says she's doing good, we're going to cut the caregiver. We're not going to go overnight anymore. We're just going to stop it at 10 o'clock at night and start it back up at 10 o'clock in the morning. So Patti has some time to, you know, to herself. She does like quiet time, don't we all? I mean, really. But everybody has been so sweet. Spoiler or rotten, y'all, you know, the address in the description line is my address. But if you want to send a card to Patti, all you have to do is just put Patti, Patti, last name, initial S, like Sam, and then put apartment 205. It'll get to her. Everybody knows who she is. Everybody knows who she is and where she lives. And the mailman knows I'm her power of attorney, and it'll go to me if they can't get you. Everybody knows. Let's just say everybody knows. So if you want to send her a nice little card, send it directly to her, and it'll blow her mind. YouTube fan or something like that, because she does some YouTube videos with me. But you know, here it was she up till surgery. She was, of course, you know, in the headspace, and you know, she gets tired, and it was kind of hard to see when she could do it and when she couldn't do it. But we did get that last stump Kathy and Patti done. She had fun with that. But she does tire easily, you know, still. But anyway, she's doing great. She's doing fantastic. And thanks for y'all who's stopping in. At least say hi. Let me know who you are. If you haven't, if you don't know what this channel is about, it's about just life. I ain't here for the money. I'm not monetized. Don't plan on getting monetized because, to be honest with you, if I get monetized, I lose my benefits. I lose my housing. I lose everything. So anything you give to us for Patti's care, of course, that you just do it through PayPal. And, you know, also GoFundMe, but of course, you know, they take their money. So at any rate, if you do send through PayPal, just send it as gift to a friend. And then we'll stockpile and try to get Patti your mattress and get some of these bills knocked out. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for the person who is here watching. There was two, now there's one. Thank you for hanging in there. But yeah, this channel is just about, you know, being over 60 and broke and trying to navigate the system and stay alive and, you know, have some fun in the meantime, and, you know, just kind of trying to let you know, if you're like us, you're not alone. We're out here with you. We're doing the same thing. We're fighting the fight, and Patti's been fighting cancer. This is her second round with breast cancer, and now she's got heart failure on top of that. She couldn't get her heart transplant because of the cancer, and now she would have to wait, you know, 5 years, I think it is. So, you know, we're going to put a heart pump in, and that comes up in 3 months. So back-to-back surgeries here. The mastectomy, she has to be healed up for 3 months before they can go back in and open up her chest to put a heart pump in. So Patti's journey's not over with this, man. It's going to keep going. So we really could use your support. And yes, if I have to beg, I'll beg. I am not too proud to beg. So if you are a compassionate soul and you can relate in any way to someone with heart failure or 2 times breast, or just going through the struggle and on food stamps and SSI of, you know, not much money, please help her out. Hey, Barbara, West Virginia, hi. Yes, it's let's see what the temperature. I think. Oh, Alexa's in the other room. I think it's like 48 here today, something like this morning too. I'm in Fort Wayne. Me and Patti are in Fort Wayne. Patti's my best friend, and it's very nice to meet you, Barbara. Patty's my best friend of 20 years, and she lives 2 doors down from me. I moved her here so I could take care of her. But yes, thanks so much for coming in, Barbara. So nice to meet you. And if you want to keep up with Patty's story, subscribe. Um, I like at least like that she lived. So that would be good. Well, I tell you, she's a hoot and a holler. And you look back on some videos with me and her. Now you gotta you gotta know she's on some medications and she gets a little loopy. But she's so much fun. She's such a fun person. So go meet Patti. Go look back on some videos that say with Patti or whatever else, and you will crack up. She is something else. She is really something else. But I did want to just go ahead and just let y'all know she's doing great, recovering well, sort of staying in bed. You got to get up and walk around sometime. And I took her some pecan pie last night, and she loving that. And then her caregiver's like, well, that's sugar this time at night. I'm like, girl, she's not diabetic. Let her have her food. No, it was all in good fun. And I tell you what, boy, what a relief. What a relief. I had to take a Xanax after the anesthesiologist was like, super high risk, Patti. I need you to understand the risk of this with your conditions. Oh, Barbara, good, thanks. Oh God, I still use my Instapot almost about every 3 days. But so the anesthesiologist was like getting really heavy, but he wanted her to know. He wanted her to know all of the, all of the risk. So as soon as they took her in the back, I took a Xanax because I have high anxiety. I have anxiety disorder, and it causes everything I have to like tense up and migraines and you name it, I got it. But anyway, but after I took that after I took that Xanax, it hit me different than it usually hits me. Usually, if I can feel myself going into a panic, and I take on, it just takes the edge off. And I can deal with what I need to deal with, nice and even. Well, this time, it knocked me on my bum. I was going in slow motion. I could hardly put once, and her cousin says, "What's the matter?" I says, "Oh man, I took a Xanax and now I'm like too chill." So, um, but anyway, honest to goodness, it's taken 3 days for me to get out of that fog from that one pill. So I don't know. Maybe I should have took a half of one. I don't take them that often, but when I need it, I need it. And man, just that discussion with the anesthesiologist was like, phew. But anyway, so you know how me and Patti sometimes joke around and say, um, if you like Monty Python, we'll say, every time she's going through something, she'll say, "'Tis only a flesh wound," from Monty Python, Holy Grail. And so the doctor came in to mark her up, and you know how they do. They mark whatever part they're gonna do. Well, she asked me to do this. So he's in there and he's putting his initial on her boob. And I says, "Can I use your marker?" He says, No. One use only. I said, "Well, it's still on the same person." He says, "What are you going to do? What are you doing?" I said, "He goes, get a clean one. There's a whole basket full of them there." I'm like, okay. So he left the room, and then we got the marker. And she says, "Do it." So I wrote, "'Tis only a flesh wound," on her boob. So when the doctor goes back and they do this, they crack up. And sure enough, after the surgery, it was 2 hours. Her surgery was supposed to be at 3:30, but they didn't get her in there till 5. So there was another more urgent situation that came up, so let them do that. But so anyway, he calls me at 7 o'clock on the button, and he says, Kathy, Dr. Stevens. He said, she did great, but man, that tumor, it was all I could do to get that tumor out. They kept coming back saying, 'tis only a flesh wound, 'tis only, and it's like, it was so funny. I said, did everybody laugh? He said, everybody was cracking up. He says, I said, even the young ones, they know about Monty Python. He says, oh yeah, oh yeah. My surgical crew knows all about Monty Pythons. I'm like, okay, all right, all right. So that was a little bit of fun we had with the doctor. Well, she had with the doctor, but I got to help. But so she has kept her sense of humor through it all, y'all. She's just fantastic. But I did want to give you a great update. It's early in the morning. I couldn't sleep. Still, my sleep clock's mixed up, and yeah, I know how that goes. You're tired, but you can't sleep, and but I can't get comfortable. Blah, 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 blah. But anyway, I'm gonna be just fine. So thanks for joining me this early bird, Miss Barbara. And thank you for joining us from Virginia in Birch River. I'm Kathy for Fort Wayne. So I'm going to sign off. Thanks, everybody. If you just joined in and you want to catch up, you can catch it on the replay. Thanks a lot, everybody. And just remember, one random act of kindness can change your day and someone else's. So give that a spin in your neighborhood. And if you since I don't monetize, there's no ads on my channel. If you want to help me help Patti or help support the channel, there's a way to do that below. Sure would appreciate your help, especially now. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.